Yo, what's going on guys? Camille here. So I've seen a lot of people ask about Cyno's artifacts, which one is the best set, which artifacts work for him and stuff like that. So in this video I decided to give you guys everything I know until now about Cyno's artifacts. I'm just gonna give you all of the options and explain them one by one and tell you which one is better in what situation. So yeah, without further ado, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's begin. Alright, so let's start off with Cyno's artifacts options. I'm gonna list every possible option you can go for with Cyno. So first of all, we have the Gilded Dreams. It's the new set. It's gonna give you Elemental Mastery from the 2-piece, and then from the 4-piece it's gonna increase your Elemental Mastery 2 and a little bit of your attack, depending on how many Electro characters you have on your team. Usually you're probably gonna look at 100 Elemental Mastery increase from this set and around a 14% attack increase. You'd usually want to have one extra Electro on your team. So in total, it's going to be 180 Elemental Mastery and 14% attack. That's a very good option on Cyno, obviously, because he's going to need Elemental Mastery, and that extra Elemental Mastery and attack is going to be pretty good on him. So it's definitely one of the best options you can use on Cyno. The second set you can use is the 4-piece Thunder and Fury. Obviously, the 2-piece is going to increase your Electro damage, and then the 4-piece is going to increase your reactions damage by 40%, and the damage bonus from Aggravate is going to be increased by 20%. So basically, any reaction team you're going to be using Cyno in is going to increase your damage. And also, every time you have a reaction, it's going to decrease your elemental skills cooldown by 1 second. And that's the most important thing about using the 4-piece Thunder and Fury, is that it's going to decrease your elemental skills cooldown, so you're going to be able to use it way more. We're going to talk about it more when we compare it to the Gilded Dream, but that's basically the main thing with the 4-piece Thunder and Fury. But yeah, the 4-piece Gilded Dream and the 4-piece Thunder and Fury are definitely the main sets you'd want to use on Cyno. These are the best options. You probably want to pick one from them. Now, there are other options like the 4-piece Thunder Suitors, for example. It's going to be a viable option too. It's going to increase your damage against opponents affected by Electro by 35%, which is very good. With Cyno, they're going to be always affected by Electro. Something like the 4-piece Gladiators might work too. It's going to increase your attack and normal attacks damage by 35%, and that's also very good. They're definitely not going to be as good as the 4-piece Thunder and Fury and the 4-piece Gilded Dreams, but they're going to be viable. And obviously, you can also mix a little bit of 2 pieces, like a 2-piece Gladiator, 2-piece Thunder and Fury, or 2-piece Gilded, 2-piece Gladiators, whatever. Just basically any 2 pieces that Cyno can use. So yeah, these are the options for Cyno. Now we're going to compare the 4-piece Gilded Dreams with the 4-piece Thunder and Fury. As I said, these are his best sets, and this is where the confusion is going to lie in. A lot of people are wondering, should I farm the 4-piece Thunder and Fury or the 4-piece Gilded Dreams? So yeah, I'm just going to tell you the difference straight up. So which one of them deals the most damage? The 4-piece Thunder and Fury. Right now, there is pretty much no doubt about that, really. The 4-piece Thunder and Fury is going to be the set that deals more damage, at least on paper. Because as I explained before, it's going to decrease the cooldown of your elemental skill. So you're going to be able to fit in one extra elemental skill before you do the next one that's going to be buffed. Say you're playing Cyno, usually you'd want to wait until that eye appears before you do your elemental skill because you'd want it to get buffed. But your elemental skill's cooldown is going to be 3 seconds, and the eye buff is only going to appear every 4 seconds. So you'd usually have 1 second of downtime. But with the 4-piece Thunder and Fury, every time you do a reaction, you're going to be able to decrease your elemental skills cooldown. So usually your elemental skills cooldown is going to be around 2 seconds or less, which means you can auto attack a little bit, maybe do 2 or 3 normal attacks, and then do your elemental skill, and then do 2 or 3 normal attacks again, and then you'd want to wait for the eye to appear and do your elemental skill with the buff, and then repeat that every time. So you're going to be able to use basically double of the elemental skills. His elemental skill is going to have very good scaling, so that's going to result in a lot of extra damage. And even though the Thunder and Fury is not going to give you elemental mastery directly, it's still going to buff your aggravate damage and all of your reactions damage. So yeah, that's why the Thunder and Fury is going to have more damage, at least on paper. Now, why would I say on paper? It's because this is a very tight rotation. You have very little room for error in this rotation. If you mess it up and not do auto attacks in time, or you have enemies respawn in the abyss and stuff like that, or you have some enemies move, I don't know, anything that can mess up your rotation. If you mess it up, it's going to be way worse than the 4-piece Gilded Dreams. If you're not going to be able to have 2 elemental skills between the cooldown of the passive, that's going to mess up your damage big time. So with the 4-piece Thunder and Fury, you'd want to be careful and make sure, you'd want to absolutely make sure you do 2 elemental skills between each buff. So you'd want to auto attack as fast as you can, then as soon soon as your elemental skill appears, you'd want to use it and then auto attack as fast as you can and then use it with the buff. If you're not doing that, your damage is going to be nerfed to the ground. The question is, for most people, will that be like doable? Well, I mean, it is doable, like it's doable, but will it be, viable to do? Is it something that you can do consistently? I don't know. We're going to have to wait for Cyno and try and see. But for right now, on paper, and I mean, technically it is doable. So it's, yes, the Thunder and Fury is going to be the better set. But with the 4-piece Gilded Dreams, obviously it's going to be way easier. You're going to have a permanent buff. So you'd want to just auto attack, and when the eye appears, use your elemental skill, and that's it. You're not going to have to worry about anything else. It's going to be very, very easy to play. You don't have to think about any rotations, any timings, nothing. So that's like the advantage the Gilded Dreams have. So in conclusion, reasons to farm the Thunder and Fury are going to be these: more damage than the Gilded Dreams, and maybe it's a more fun play style. I know a lot of people who enjoy like having tight rotations. They want to be like connected to the game. They don't want to play on like autopilot. So they like this type of play style. So if you're one of those, then the Thunder and Fury's play style is going to suit you. It's going to be like more interactive. Now, reasons you might not want to wish for the Thunder and Fury is that it has kind of a bad domain. The other set with the Thunder and Fury is going to be the Thunder Suitors, which is not really a good set. So that's not really very good. Also, it has a tight rotation. So as I said before, it's either you like it or you don't. If you don't like it, it's going to be a nightmare for you. Every time you're going to be playing, you want to make sure you're playing fast, do your auto attack, stuff like that. And that's annoying for some people. They just want to play auto attack and then, that's it. They don't want to think too much about the play style, which you're going to have to do when using the 4-piece Thunder and Fury. Also, you can get the Thunder and Fury from the artifacts boxes. So you can farm any other set, and then the bad pieces, you can just like exchange them for Thunder and Fury pieces. So it's going to be like kind of easier to get. You don't have to farm it, you can just get it with time. Now, reasons you might want to wish for the 4-piece Gilded Dreams is that it's very easy to play. As I said before, it's just a permanent buff. You'd want to do your auto attacks and then use your skill whenever the eyes appear, and that's it. So it's way more simple to play than the 4-piece Thunder and Fury. Also, it has a way better domain than the 4-piece Thunder and Fury. The Gilded Dream itself is way more versatile, you can say. It's just a set that gives you attack and elemental mastery, so a lot of characters can use it. And also the other set, the 4-piece Deepwood, is also pretty good. And we're seeing more Dendro characters coming out. So you're probably going to need these two sets more than the 4-piece Thunder and Fury and the 4-piece Thunder Suitors. So I would say the domain for the Gilded Dream is going to have more value. Reasons why you might want to wish for the Gilded Dreams are the only obvious one is that it's going to have less damage. So if you care about that and you care about maximizing your damage to the absolute max, in that case, it might not be the set for you. Now, that being said, guys, the artifacts, bonuses, and Genshin in general are not going to be that important. Well, they're going to be important, but it's not like the weapons or the main stats or something like that. The 4-piece bonuses are just like a bonus, you can say. They're actually like a bonus. So even when I say like the Thunder and Fury is going to do more damage than the Gilded Dreams, it's not going to be a night and day difference at all. It's just going to be like a very small difference. So I would say you might want to look at other reasons why you might want to wish for its set. Other than just like this set does more damage, then is the set I'm gonna go for. Look for things like the better substats, for example, which domain's gonna benefit you better. For example, if you need like the Deepwood and you haven't farmed it yet, then you might just want to farm the Gilded Dreams. Farm 2 sets at a time. Who cares about that little extra damage for Cyno? So you get the idea. It's not really that big of a deal to choose an artifact set. As long as you're playing like one of the best sets for a character, then it's gonna do the job. So I would advise you to look for other things. Which domain is gonna benefit you better, which play style is gonna suit you better, and stuff like that. Don't just look for damage. So yeah, that was the video, guys. I wish I kind of helped you, or at least explained what's going on with Cyno's sets. Please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and see y'all in the next video. Peace.